Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Digital Diamond Baseball. We're going to give the new set of look-see here while you're looking at it. We're going to play it. We're going to have a good time with it. And we'll see what we can come up with. All right, the game is going to be a day game at Wrigley Field. The Philadelphia Phillies versus the Chicago Cubs. Jim Bunning versus Fergie Jenkins. It is April 11th, 1967. As always, this is what we do. We go back and we play. Remember, all games are set up the way they should be. They now offer the execute transactions, nothing else, period. And they're opening pre-game options. So you always go get the transactions first. This isn't like NP3 where they dig the starting lineup only, and you have to know the rest. That's what I look for. All right, now, I am always the home team again, so I am Fergie Jenkins and the Cubs. Here is the starting lineups for the Philadelphia Phillies. At left field will be John Briggs. At shortstop, Dick Grote. Third base will be played by Dick Allen, or Richie Allen, however you want to call him. Johnny Callison will be in right field. Tony Gonzalez will be in center. Clay Dalrymple is our catcher. Cookie Rojas is the second baseman. Tony Taylor is the first baseman. And Jim Bunning is the pitcher. In 1967, he went 17-15 with an ERA of 2.29. For the home team, Chicago Cubs, Don Kester will be the shortstop. Glenn Becker will be playing second base. He's always a steady player for the Cubs. Billy Williams of 1960, Al the Red Sox fan fame, will be playing left field. Ron Santos at third. Mr. Cup, Ernie Banks will be playing first base. Lee Thomas will be playing right field. I think he played for the Red Sox for a while too. I can look that up also. Dick Bertel will be the catcher. Adolfo Phillips will be the center fielder. And Fergie Jenkins, who also played for the Red Sox and the Texas Rangers, will be the pitcher. And here we go, kiddies. We are at Wrigley Field. Couple of things to start off with. Again, I couldn't find a good 1967 picture of the Cubs, so I took this one instead. The picture that they use, it's a little bit clearer than what we got, for one. For two, and here's the nice thing, in the last version, you could not do this in the last version. Let's look at Fergie Jenkins. That's what he was. He was 20-13 in 1967. He had 20 complete games and 38 starts. Notice it's 2017, where I'm watching Mr. Price pitch for the Red Sox. He gave up 30 home runs, had an ERA of 2.80, whip of 1.082. He was excellent control pitcher. But keep in mind, in 1967, this was more into the start of the year of the pitcher. All right, what I'm going to do is the same thing I did as always. This is opening day, so we're going to play with the real stats for a while. Johnny Briggs, and they didn't have splits. Not a lot of them in 1967. John Briggs batted .232 for the Chicago Cubs, or for the Philadelphia Phillies. He had 9 home runs, 30 RBIs, and here we go. Opening day, Philadelphia. Fergie Jenkins on the mound. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-4-3. And for the next pitch, strike 3 is called. Briggs was caught looking. We have one down here in the top of the first inning. Dick Grote's the batter. 1967, Dick Grote himself for the Chicago Cubs. This is not his full season average. Keep that in mind, guys. For the Chicago Cubs, he only batted .115. In the baseball reference, I do believe I have one up here. So let me get out of my crap that I've got in here already. Okay, I've sent questions already back to the guys in Digital Diamond for a few questions, for a few things. Let me go to the Cubs and Phillies here. And it might be blank. I'm sorry if it is. Dick Grote in 1967 did play for 2 different teams. This was his last season ever in baseball, by the way. He batted .115 for the Phillies. He batted .170. You will see him eventually with the San Francisco Giants. Okay? Here's the pitch to Grote. It is a 1-2-3. And Ferguson Jenkins comes in, taking his time. Here's the pitch. He struck him out swinging, got him on the fastball. And that is 2 down into this Jenkins' second strikeout of the game already, and we're only in the top of the first inning. Dick Allen's our batter. He batted .307 for the Phillies. He had splits here, as you can see. had 23 home runs, 77 RBIs. I still don't know what these guys are going to do with this box here. I may talk to him about that box. I want to still talk, you know, for Eric over at Higher Ground Gaming, he likes to put Mr. Brody in there and his lady. My lady and my lady's asleep on my Seattle Seahawk body pillow that's in front of the TV. Okay, so the baseball game must be boring to her. And my other one turned girly on me, is up with mommy watching murder porn. Me, I want to see real stats down here, a little bit more like what's he doing for the inning, how's he doing in the game. Here is the pitch to Dick Allen. It is a 5-2-2. So we get in here. He checks in, 2 down, he hits it over, turns right, delivers. Bouncing ball over to Kester. Kester is over there to reel it in, fires over to Banks for the out, and that is 3 down in the top first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base for the Philadelphia Phillies, and we have played one half the scorers. Philadelphia nothing, the Chicago Cubs coming to bat. The batters for Chicago Cubs will be Don Kessinger, Glenn Beckert, and Billy Williams. Don Kessinger batted .231 for our Cubs. He had 42 RBIs, had 6 stolen bases, a great bunter. Here's the pitch from Jim Bunning. It's a 9.55. That's heading out towards right field. And they're both ready now. Here is the pitch. Swung on in. It hits hard on the ground. That's right into right field for a base hit. And it gets up to Callison. We will start the game off with a single for Kester. And that brings up Beckert. Nobody gone. Kester is up on first. And the Cubbies are going to try to boot him over there real quick on it. Beckert batted .280. Here is the pitch to Beckert. 783. And he's showing butt, gets down. It's a good butt picked up by Allen. Just got inside the third base line. Only plays over towards first. Fires over to Taylor for the out. And Kester makes it over to second base. We have 1 down here in the Cubs. On a sacrifice hit by Glenn Beckert. Billy Williams is up. He batted .278 for our beloveds. For the Cubbies, he had 28 home runs, 84 RBIs in 1967. Here is the pitch. When we get done with the season, we'll play connect the dots here. Okay, guys? Here's the pitch. It's a 3-0-2. And that's hit out towards center field. Bunning lines up Cox. Looped over to shallow center. Rojas going out. Gonzalez coming in. Gonzalez is signaling he's got it. Gets Rojas out of the way. And puts away for the out. Kester will be stuck at second. Ron Santo is our batter. He batted .300 for the Cubs. 31 home runs, 98 RBIs. Scored 107 runs. Here's the pitch. It is a 6-6-4. That's hit right too. Taylor fires up a little comebacker and gets up to Bunning. Bunning fires it back to Taylor to get him on a nice little comebacker. And no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Due up to bat for our Philadelphia Phillies will be Johnny Callison, the same Mr. Gonzalez, and Clay Dalrymple. And for anybody who hasn't noticed, this is the first time in about a month we are welcoming back Digital Diamond Baseball version 7.0. We're going to take a look at things as we play. And we can ask questions as we go along. I don't mind. We'll see a few things, and we'll do a few things. Here's one of the first things I'll tell you. About halfway in the game, I'll show you guys the box score now. Johnny Callison's on the plate. Here is the pitch by Jenkins. Nobody out, and it is a 9-4-4. That's heading out. It goes down. Gets a sign from Bertel. The pitch swung on. Driven in the gap in right center. Thomas is chasing down it. Getting by him. Heading towards the ivy. Callis is heading over towards second base. And gets in there with a stand-up double. First of the game for the Phillies. And due up the bat here is Tony Gonzalez, the center fielder. Tony Gonzalez batted .339 for our Philadelphia Phillies in 1967. Here is the pitch. It is a 2-7-0. And that's heading out on a pitch. Jenkins delivers. There's a little flare heading out towards center field. Phillips got a great jump, though. It's coming out in a hurry, and he puts it away for the out. Great hustle on him as he runs the ball in over because of his speed. And we have one down here in the second inning. Due up to bat is Clay Dalrymple. Clay Dalrymple is our catcher, batted 172. Callison's on second. Here is the pitch by Jenkins. And it is a 7:53. And next offering coming down. It's high. Jenkins walks him. We have runners on first and second. One down here in the top of the second inning. Philadelphia is threatening. Cookie Rojas, who batted 259 for the Phillies, is next. Here is the pitch. It's going to be a 785. And that is heading out towards Billy Williams. Swung on. Here's a line shot past the diving Kessinger. Out in the left field. Williams is coming over to cut off. And as he does, Rojas will get a single. And a green light from the coaching box. The runners are going. Williams may have a play. Strong throw. But he got off the line. Callison is safe on. Third goes Dalrymple. And Rojas will make it the second on the throw. And the Philadelphia Phillies have drawn first blood of this game. Tony Taylor's our batter, the first baseman, a very weak hitting first baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies back then. He only hit 238 for him. 2 home runs, 34 RBIs during the season. Here is the pitch to Taylor. It is a 0-6-4. And I should have put the infield in. That's my fault. Jenkins ready. Here he comes. And Taylor misses, swings and misses for strike 3. And that is 2 down. Jenkins' third strikeout of the game. Due up is the pitcher, Jim Bunning. Jim Bunning himself hit 163. Had a slugging percentage of 250. So the man can hit. He had 2 home runs in the 1967 season. Here is the pitch to Bunning. It is an 8-2-4. Darrell positioning away from third. Here goes Ross, and Jenkins taking his time to pitch. Fly ball out to right. It's not all that deep. Thomas is getting in there underneath, makes the grab, and we have 3 down. At the bottom of that, at 1.5, it is Philadelphia 1, Chicago nothing. Coming to bat for the Chicago Cubs is Ernie Banks, Thomas, and Bertel. Ernie Banks batted 276 for our Cubbies in 1967. Had 23 home runs, 95 RBIs here in the friendly confines. Here's the pitch. It's a 9-5-1 to Banks. That is going out there. The pitch swung on, and it's absolutely hammered to center field. There, Gonzalez didn't have a chance. It goes off the wall. Takes a crazy hop off the bricks, and it's getting away. And Banks is heading around second, going towards third. By the time they get to the ball, Banks is on third on a nice sliding triple, and the Cubs are on third are threatening for the first time in the game on a triple by Banks. Due up is Lee Thomas, our right fielder. He batted 220 for our beloved Cubbies in 1967. And Chicago is definitely threatening. Thomas is that. Here is the pitch by Bunning. 4-4-6. That's heading out towards right field. He gets a good sign to pitch. Lifts it over towards right. Callison's right in his tracks. Makes the grab. All right, they're going to tag up Banks. Let's see what happens. On the tag up, 467. Makes the grab. Banks is heading in. He's tagging up. The throw is cut off by Rojas. And Banks scores. The game is tied 1-1. Credit Thomas for the sacrifice fly. And we have 1 down. Coming to bat is Dick Bertel, the Chicago Cubs catcher. He's also was a weak hitter, 167. So he did have a slugging percentage, they say, of 500. Obviously, he didn't bat much in the 1967 season. Somehow he ended up being the man. Here is the pitch. To 231. Bunny toes the rubber. Here's the delivery. Swung on. He's lined towards Allen right there, and he makes the catch for the easy out. Right at Allen, and we have 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Fergie J. Adolfo Phillips is our batter. He's batting 8th. And Phillips going through his ritual. He's ready. He digs in. Here is the pitch by Bunning. A 4-1-9. There comes the offering. Routine fly ball. Gonzalez is right there just to haul it in. But the Cubs got their run in. 1 run. 1 hit. Nobody left on base. At the end of 2 innings, it is the Philadelphia Phillies 1. The Chicago Cubs 1. Dealt the bat for the Philadelphia Phillies is Johnny Briggs, Dick Groat, Rich Allen, who all batted one. They batted in the first inning. Briggs is coming bat first time up. He is 0 for 1. Struck out. Brushed umpire brushed off the plate. Here's the pitch by Jenkins. It's an 883. He kicks out, deals, and there's a dunker to left field. Williams wasn't slow to react. All he could do is play it on the hop in front of him. Johnny Briggs will take it for the base hit, and we have a runner on first base here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Philadelphia Phillies. Dick Groat is coming up to bat. Dick Groat the last time up, he did strike out. And here is the pitch to Groat. It is a 6-9-6. And pitches looking that way, and high in the air to center field. Going back is Phillips, and he picks it off. He picks it off in the air to retired Dick Groat. Johnny Briggs heads back over towards first. We have 1 down. Coming to bat is Dick Allen. Dick Allen's also 0 for 1. And if I do this, I can figure it out real quick. So everybody, hang on there. There we go. Give me a second and I'll get it. There we go. Now, last time up, rounding out to our shortstop, 6-3. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-6-5. That is heading out. It looks like Allen's waiting. Jenkins delivers. Right in his wheelhouse, and he uncorked it. Going out, it's going to jump out here deep over the left field wall. Dick Allen gets his first home run of the season. Johnny Briggs scores out there on the avenue, right in front of the apartment building. As Cubby fans do wait out there for the balls to do get hit, and it is a 3-1 game, Philadelphia. 1 down. Dick Allen with his first home run of the season. Johnny Callison is due up to bat here. He is 1 for 1. Scored the first run of the game on a double in the 2nd inning. Here is the pitch. It is a 5-4-3. Callison's cleaning off the spikes. He steps in, and he on the way. Swung on, and Callison hits a hard ground ball up the middle, fielded nicely by Kessinger. Get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. Fielded nicely, lots of time, and he throws over to first easily on the ground ball. Up the middle, and it is a 6-3 again, and Callison's out. 2 down here in the top 3rd inning. Tony Gonzalez, our batter, last time up, he flew out to his fellow center fielder, Adolfo Phillips. Here is the pitch. It's a 5-1-6. Jenkins brings it in. Banged up in the air to deep left field. Tough play for Williams. He's getting a late jump. And he catches up towards the warning track. Makes the play. And we have 3 down. At the end of 2.5 innings on a 2-run home run by Dick Allen. It is Philadelphia 3 and the Chicago Cubs 1. Due up the bat for the Cubs will be the pitcher Ferguson Jenkins, Don Kessinger, and Glenn Beckert. And now I remember. There we go. And Fergie Jenkins, first time up the season, he And I got to bring him back over because he's the last sprout I got. He batted 151. That had no home runs and 10 RBIs in this season, 1967. Here's the pitch. It is a 9-8-9 for Jenkins. Bunny turns, delivers, swung on, well hit out to left field, and no chance for Briggs. It's hitting over his head. It bounces off the wall, and he finally chases it down. But Jenkins gets over there in time for it, and he is on second with a double for the Chicago Cubs here in the bottom of the third inning. Still up to bat here will be Don Kesher. Don Kesher is 1 for 1. Got a base hit in the first game to start the game off for the Cubs. Here is the pitch. It's a 2-1-0. And Bunny deals, swung on, hard ground ball to Taylor. He'll win the race for the bag for the out. Jenkins has moved over towards third. And Kesher's out on 3 unassisted. And we'll be talking to Digital Diamond about this kind of noise. Let's see, he had a running start. Jenkins should not have. He's a pitcher. Glenn Becker's on man last time up. He hit a sacrifice hit. He bunted. Got to Kesher over to second base. Here is the pitch to Beckert. Jenkins will take a short lead at third. It's a 1-4-2. And Bunny's taking his time. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. Lights out for Beckert. And we have 2 down here in the bottom third inning. Billy Williams is our batter. He's the last time up. I cannot remember what he did. I'm not even going to lie about it. And I'm not going to push the scoreboard back up again just to find out. Oh, yes, I am. I'm a glutton for punishment. There we go. He flew out to center field last time in his time up there. There we go. Now we got it. Okay, here we go, Billy Williams. Here's the pitch by Jim Bunning. Jenkins steps away from third. Here we go. It's a 9-7-8 for Williams. That is. Cranks up, and he deals it. Swung on. High fly ball towards the right field power alley. And it is going to carry out there. Way back, way back. He is out of here. It came out of here. Gals ended up hitting the wall. And that's all you do is just look up and watch it go away. We have a 3-3 tie. Definitely the pitcher's tool is out of the question. Unless the pitcher's finally settled down. That is a 2-run blast for Billy Williams, his first of the season. Ron Santos, our batter, last time up. He had an out. Here is the pitch to Santos. It's a 0-6-6. And Bunny is just not really real happy. Santos calls in. He's ready. Put out the pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3, Santos fans. And that'll do it for Chicago. But they got 2 runs in the inning on a 2-run blast by Billy Williams. At the end of 3 innings, it is the Chicago Cubs 3 and the Philadelphia Phillies 3. Due up the bat for the Philadelphia Phillies will be Clay Dalrymple, Cookie Rojas, and Tony Taylor. Clay Dalrymple last time up, he walked. Here is the pitch from Jenkins. It is a 9-4-2. And that's a nice little easy hit. He's right now the pitch. Fastball that leaps right into right field for a base hit. Coming to get it is Thomas. And it's a nice single for Dalrymple. He is 1 for 1 today. Due up the bat will be Cookie Rojas. Cookie Rojas is 1 for 1. Got the RBI. He knocked in Johnny Callison in the second inning for the Phillies. Here is the pitch to Cookie Rojas from Fergie Jenkins. 3-7-4. And is hit out towards right field. And here we go. Liner over towards right. Tom's right there. Puts it right in. He hauls it in. Dalrymple can't move. And we have 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Tony Taylor's our batter. Get off there. Come on. Thank you. He is 0 for 1 last time up. He struck out. Here's the pitch. It is a 6-4-0. Pickoff throw. Did he get him? No, he did not get him. That was sure close. Clayton Dalrymple barely got back to the plate. Here is the pitch. It's a 7-1-5. And he rocks and fires. Popped up. Everybody's just sort of looking at each other. But Becker's waits for it to come down and make the catch. We have 2 down. Due up here is Jim Bunning. The last time Jim Bunning was up, he flew out to our right fielder, Lee Thomas. Clayton Dalrymple, as a reminder, is on first base. Bunning is up at the plate. And here is the pitch to Bunning. It is a 7-6-0. Here's the pitch. Ready, he deals it. Look out, the pitch is way too high. And it is a wild pitch for Jenkins. Bertel couldn't get it back, couldn't get up quick enough. We have Dalrymple's on second base. Jenkins is at the plate, is on the mound still. Bunning is at the plate, and a big mistake by Jenkins. We now have a threat. Here is the pitch to Bunning. 3-1-8. And he turns, delivers. Got Bunning swinging. That is Jenkins' third strikeout of the game. And no runs. 1 hit, 1 man left on base. At the end of 3.5 innings, it is Philadelphia 3, Chicago 3. Coming up to bat for the Chicago Cubs is Ernie Banks, Lee Thomas, Dick Bertel. Ernie Banks is up. He got one of the runs for the Cubbies in the last inning. He scored in the second inning. Here is the pitch. He reached out a triple, if everybody remembers. And this one here is a 0-8-8. Benny strolls. Here we go. So far, nobody gone. Here's the sign. He widecocks, flies, and a swing and a miss by Ernie Banks. And he is struck out. Coverage bat will be the number 6 battle, Lee Thomas. Lee Thomas last time up. Got a sacrifice fly out there, and to score Banks in the second inning. He is 0 for 0 today. Here is the pitch to Thomas. It is an 8-7-8. Here's the offering. Swung on, and there's a line shot past the diving Rojas. He couldn't get it quick enough on the ground. Kelsey's coming over to cut it off, and he does, holding Lee Thomas to a single. We have 1 down here. Thomas is on first. Bertel is up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today. He flew out, and here is the pitch. Whoop, can't do that. For these guys, all dice must fall in the box. Easier to read. 7-2-7. And Bunting turns, delivers. Brett Hilton is on the ground at first base. Fielded by Tilly. Throws a grope for the fourth. And back to first. Double play. And a 4-3 double play. That ends the inning. And they got it right, guys. That was one of our requests. Two digital diamond, 2 bake 3-6-3, 3-4-3 plays. Very nicely done. And a double play by Dick Bertel. Bertel. Yep, okay. Hang on, guys. I missed something here. No, I didn't. Okay. No, I didn't. All right. Nope. 3-4-3 double play. Johnny Briggs, Dick Rote, Dick Allen again are the 1-2-3 hitters here in the top of the 5th. 3-3 game going on here at Chicago at beautiful Wrigley Field. And Fergie Jenkins on the mound. Here's the pitch to Johnny Briggs. It is an 8-0-2. Briggs is 1 for 2. Last time up, he hit a double. He got a base hit, and he is walked here in. They thought it was a strike 3 call. That it was not. Ball 4. And Briggs will take first. Jenkins is not happy with the call, but he will let it slide. Due up is the same Dick Grote, who was a pivot man on that great double play that just happened. Here is the pitch, Jenkins. Grote is 0 for 2. He has struck out and thrown out. It's a 4-3-3. Let's see what happens here. And 4-3-3. Next pitch on the way to Kissinger. Swung on. Hits it hard in the hole. Nice stop by Kissinger. Throws it back for the fourth and down over the first. And a 6-4-3 double play. We have 2 down here already in the top of the 5th inning on a 6-4-3 double play to Don Kissinger. And that is the first double play of the season for the Chicago Cubs. Due up the bat is Dick Allen. He is 1 for 2. He has a home run. He got the home run in the 3rd inning for the Philadelphia Phillies. Here is the pitch. A 4-9-7. Here's the pitch and a routine grounder. He bobs it just a couple times, gets the handle, flips it over to first just in time for the out, and gets the Gallo out by a step. Don Kissinger having coordination troubles between the glove and the hand, but it ended up being a 1-2-3 inning at the end of 4.5 innings. It is the Philadelphia Phillies 3 and Cubs 3. Now we're going to go into the bottom of the 5th, and then we are going to play with. We're going to show a new thing that has happened in part of this game. Adolfo Phillips is our better. He is 0 for 1. He has flown out the last time up, if I remember right. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-4-0. Bunny looks down. He gets a good sign. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air in center field. Going back is Gonzalez. Way back. It hits that center field wall. Phillips is on his way to second. Gonzalez finally gets catched up. And Phillips, the coach, stops Phillips at second base. He is on with a bottom of the 5th inning double. Due up here is Ferguson Jenkins. Chicago again is threatening, and Jenkins up at bat. They're going to try to. Then Jenkins getting ready to start possibly for the bunt. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-6-2. And Jenkins showing bunt. He gets it down. Bunting is on it quickly. He glances over, thinks about the lead runner, and fires over to Allen and gets him on a fine play over towards third base. 1-5 for the play. Phillips is out on a poor bunt by Jenkins, and Jenkins on first on the fielder's choice. Hitting up the bat is Don Kissinger. Jenkins is on first with the lead. Here is the pitch by Kissinger. It is a 0-4-9. Bunny glances. He has the sign. Rocks back. Here it is. Strike 3 called on Kissinger. That was a Scroogey that Ebenezer would have been proud of. And we have 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kissinger strikes out. That is Bunny's 4th strikeout of the game. Due up the bat here is Glenn Beckert. He is 0 for 1. Sacrifice hit in the first, struck out in the 3rd. Here is the pitch to Beckert. Jenkins is on at first. It is a 1-2-1. And let's see who's going. Looks at Jenkins. Money pitch. Here comes fastball. And Bunny threw it right by him. 4 strike 3. Beckert didn't even get the bat off his shoulder. That is the end of the 5th inning. Its score is tied 3-3. And let me show you. We all know this box score. We all see it in Digital Diamond, and we all hated it in Digital Diamond, if everybody remembers. Okay? Still shows the same kind of stuff, not much better. Okay? And we see it already. There's the new scoreboard, guys. There's the new box score. It's not exactly what we all wanted, but it's fairly close. The one thing it is missing, though, and I did a black game. I played the... I played Kansas City, and okay, it was a 5-2 win for Kansas City. I'll put it that way, okay? Nash actually pitched a complete game. Over Cleveland, Sam McDowell walked 3, struck out 11. But we now get to look at who struck out. Who did what, the way it should have been done. There's Dick Allen's home run right there. There is Johnny Callis's double. You can see that Hank got 4 strikeouts. The Cubbies also have 5 strikeouts, okay? Here's your pitcher's duels down here. Jenkins, there's his wild pitch. We now can see those. Walks. Everything else we can look at, including what they gave up for hits. They'll show this at the end of the game. Okay? Again, the same thing that they don't tell you the numbers. That's the one thing NP3 has over these guys. At the end of each game, when you go to those box scores I now show you, the number that's beside the name is the number they've hit. It will tell you how many home runs Billy Williams has hit for the season or something like that. And that's what it does. But this is the new scoreboard, guys. Okay? And I like it, so I'm not going to complain. Okay? And they still give you the play-by-play for it if you want to sit there and write the scorecard down. And God knows what you're going to do with the scorecard. Unless you want to put it online. I think there's a way that can be done. Okay, we are in the top of the 6th inning of this game. Due up to bat for Philadelphia is Johnny Callison, Tony Mr. Gonzalez, and Clay Dalrymple. Johnny Callison is 1 for 2. He has scored a run. He hit a double in the 2nd inning, and he grounded out to our shortstop. Here's the pitch to Callison here in the 6th inning. It is a 7-1-0. Yep. Hang on, I gotta reload the page. There we go. And there we go. Okay. And Jenkins at the belt, comes to the plate. Ball 4. Not a very good pitch for Jenkins. Callison is on with a walk here in the 6th inning on a 3-3 tie. Due up to bat here is Tony Gonzalez. He is 0 for 2 today. He has flown out to center, flown out to left. Here is the pitch here in the 6th inning. It is a 6-5-2. Pitch coming up and misses outside, ball 4. That's the 2nd walk of the inning for Ferguson Jenkins. We have nobody out. 2 runners on. Philadelphia is threatening. Another ball 4, and coming up is Clay Dalrymple. He is 1 for 1. Got a base hit, reached second on a wild pitch last inning, and he walked in the 2nd inning. Here is the pitch to Dalrymple. It is a 7-8-2. And here we go. Good way inside this time. He had to back up, and they walked him. It's the 3rd walk of the inning for Jenkins. Runners are on. Bases are loaded. All walks. Not one hit yet this inning. For any of you guys who saw that abortion call the Red Sox game, remind you of anything? Cookie Rojas is our batter. He is 1 for 2 today. Has an RBI. He got a base hit in the 2nd. Here is the pitch, and he flew out. 9-2-6. Bases are loaded. Oh, nope. That is not going to go. It's going to strike him out, and I can't back it up. Cannot back it up, and I can't change it. That's a question I got to ask. That's a good question to ask. That is my fault, guys. I apologize. Tony Taylor's our batter. Here is the pitch. And it is a 2-2-7. But I'm going to change it to the 9-2-6. That should have happened the first time. As I got one out place, I'm going to reverse it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do that on purpose. And here comes the pitch. There's a ball hit to left field. Williams picks it up quickly. Tears held to a single. Obviously, Callison's going to score. Who else could possibly score? It's a 4-6-5. Callison's coming in, and it's deep enough. Gonzalez keeps going. Here comes Callison. Here comes Gonzalez. Dalrymple will stay at 2nd base. 2 runs will score, and it is a 5-3 game. Again, I apologize for what I just had to do because I did make the error on the player before that who ended up with a strikeout that shouldn't have happened. Jim Bunning's our batter. There is 1 out. Runners are on 1st and 2nd. And the fielders are going to play in on this one here with 1 out. Here is the pitch to Bunning. He is 0 for 2. And it is a 9-6-2 as he's going to try to square up for the bunt. He squares up. He gets it down. It's a poor bunt towards the catcher. Bartell quickly throws over to the third. Gets the lead runner. Taylor will take second. Bunting is on first. Darrell is out on the play, 2-5. Taylor's on second. Bunting is on first with another fielder's choice. Coming to bat is Johnny Briggs. He is 1 for 2. He has walked, got on a base hit, scored a run, and struck out. Jenkins having a tough game today. Here's the pitch. A 2-4-6. And on the way, easy grounder over to Banks. Banks fires it, throws it underhand to feed Jenkins, who is covering the bag. And we have 3 down. But Philadelphia scores another 2 runs on just 1 hit. The bases were loaded with walks, and 2 were left on after the end of 6.5, 5.5. It is Philadelphia 5, Chicago 3. And coming to bat is Billy Williams, Ron Santos, and Ernie Banks. Billy Williams is 1 for 2 today. He has a home run, 2 RBIs. Obviously scored himself. Did it in the 3rd inning. Here is the pitch to Williams. By Bunting, it's a 4-1-3. It's a nice money pitch by him on a 3-2 count. Air to left field. Could be trouble, but Briggs, who's initially fooled where it was going, quickly recovers, gets over towards line, makes the catch. And we have 1 down here in the 6th inning for the Chicago Cubs on a fly ball by Billy Williams. Ron Santos, our next batter, he is 0 for 2. He has struck out, and I cannot remember the first play. I'm not going to bother going all the way back to find it. Not this time. Here is the pitch. It is an 8-7-5. And pitch coming up. Swung on. Banged over into left field easily for a hit. Briggs gets over there, cuts it off, so it's a solid single for Santo. He is on first with the base hit. Coming up to bat is Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks has tripled and walked, scored a run. Here is the pitch to Banks. Santos on first. 4-7-8. That's over towards Rojas. Funny kicks and deals. Here's a bullet. And Ross is right there, makes the play. Santos gets over back to first, and we have 2 down on a line shot that Rojas able to recover real quickly on. And Lee Thomas, our batter, he is 1 for 1. Today he has knocked in an RBI himself. And here is the pitch to Thomas. It is an 8-7-4. Santos not much for a threat for running, so they're going to go. Here he goes. Swung on, and that's a ground ball sharply to the right side. Roa gets past Rojas, heading out towards right field. Callison comes in quick enough. He was all a little bit too far back to run up to the ball. And Santos being waved towards third, and he goes there and is safe. Could have been a hit and run, but it wasn't. Santos on third base on the fly, on the ground ball that Callison wasn't quick enough to get to. Lee Thomas is on. He is 2 for 3. Dick Bertel is next. He is the catcher. And I'm going to see what I can find here. Hold on. Alright. Let me see if they did this in the game too. Let me look here real quick, guys. I apologize. I'm going to see what they did in this game. Oh, that's close. No, they left him in. Okay, he stays in. All right, Dick Patel is staying in. Here is the pitch. A 0-6-3. Runner first. Tom's held by Taylor. Pitch is coming up. Strike 3 was called on a beautiful curve. And Bertel is out. That is 3 away at the end of 6 innings. It is Philadelphia 5, Chicago 3. Coming to bat for the Phillies will be Dick Grote, Dick Allen, and Johnny Callison. We are in the top of the 7th inning. My colleague Harry Carey is having an extra beer so he can sing the song. Here is the pitch to Grote. It is a 3-0-4. And Jenkins delivers, swung on, and it's a line shot towards center field. But Kessler gets out of there, over towards second base, makes the grab. Grote is out on the line shot on a great play by Kessinger. We have one down here in the top of the 7th inning. Coming to bat will be Dick Allen. Dick Allen is 1 for 3 today, has a home run, 2 RBIs, and Cincinnati's grounded out twice to the shortstop. Here is the pitch. It's a 1-3-0. Bunny pitch on 3-2 count, swung on, and he is missed. Dick Allen strikes out swinging. We have 2 down. That is Jenkins' 6th strikeout, but unfortunately he has 5 walks to go with it. Poor pitching on his part, unfortunately. So he's doing better against the right-handed batters than he is the left-handed batters, according to our little game here. Here is the pitch to Johnny Callison. Johnny Callison 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. A 0-2-4. Jenkins holds down the ball, and he looks for the sign, the pitch, and he calls strike 3 to Callison on an off-speed pitch. Sing it out, baby, for our friend Stratomatic, Delaware. Okay, the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. We're going to sponsor this one. We're going to be sponsored by Old Style Beer. You can find it at any corner in Chicago, especially up the north end. All the gangsters want to drink that stuff. Ask Al Capone. Oh, wait, he's dead. Okay, and here we go. Jim Bunny's still on the mound. He's pitched to Adolfo Phillips. And I'm seriously going to look at a pinch hitter for Jenkins. He's not going to complete this game. Okay, in the original game, guys, the game was a score of 4-2 Chicago. We have a 5-3 here right now, so we are going to relieve Jenkins, more than likely than not. Okay? And that's exactly what's going to happen. Here is the pitch. It is a 0-7-2. To Phillips, who is 1 for 2 today, including that base hit in the last time up. And got him swinging on a belt-high fastball, and he swung just a little too far out ahead. That is Bunning's 7th strikeout of the game. Coming back, it looks like Jenkins, but that's not going to happen. We are going to bring in a pinch hitter for Jenkins. Let's see what we can find here against Jim Bunning. Let's see who I got here. Ted Savage will be coming in to pinch hit. Savage going to go pinch hit. Ted Savage in 1967. I think I remember from other players. Okay, he got involved in 96 games. He hit .218, but he had 5 home runs, 33 RBIs, a goal on 10 doubles, and a triple. And here, oh, take a look here real quick. Hold on. Yeah, Ted Savage had 338 strike percentage, 346 on base percentage. The man could hit. And against left and right-hand pitch, he wasn't very good. So let's see what happens here. Here is the pitch to Savage. A 5-1-3. He hit the ball. Unfortunately, he turns. Here he goes. Swung on, and it's a soft line drive just over the infield and hangs up in that air long enough for Callison to come in and make the play. Savage is out. There are 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 up to bat is Don Kessinger. Here is the pitch. He is 1 for 3 today. It is a 5-8-2. And he cranks and fires, swinging bunt. Darryl Rimple tries to scoop it up, sets it up his plate, fires the first just in time, and Kessinger is out on a great fielding play by Darryl Rimple. At the end of 7 innings, it is Philadelphia 5, Chicago 3. Due up for Philadelphia will be Gonzalez, Darryl Rimple, and Rojas. Meantime, we are going to bring in a pitcher for the Chicago Cubs. Let's see who we can come up with here. We got enough. Everybody in that game, as you can see here, pitched relief also. Okay, just so everybody knows. All right, and they had quite a few pitches back then. And this is actually what it looks like when they set this up for me. Okay, so we've got pitchers. All right, and we got starters. I'll try to keep the starters out. If anybody doesn't mind that, I would rather do that. So we're going to bring in this rookie. He did pitch a couple of starting games, looks like. Okay. Actually, well, I can like this. All right. He's not ready yet. Okay. Did he? Nope, he's inactive right now. Okay, so I don't have him in there yet. All right. We are going to bring in Bill Hand. Actually, Bill Hand was a starter. Never mind. Though he was also a reliever, too. Okay, we're going to bring in Chuck Hartenstein, who was a reliever. All right. He was 9-5, got in 45 games, 10 saves. Had an ERA of 3.08. Does have a little bit of a high whip by my standards, 1.24. He will be the new pitcher here in the top of the 8th inning. Because I got myself a surprise, I'm going to bring him in just one time to see how he does. Okay, Tony Gonzalez is the batter. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-4-3. And that just slid into that 9, by the way, guys. Gonzalez steps in, calls time. He's ready. Here we go. 9-4-3. The ball suddenly is absolutely hammered to left field. Williams can only sit there and watch it go over his head. He'll have to play it off the wall. And it bounces off the wall towards Williams. Gonzalez heading on his way to second base. Makes the play. Gonzalez is on second with this second hit of the game. He's been on base 3 times this game so far. On a walk, a base hit. And he was involved in a play. On and unassisted. Here is the pitch. Clay Derrickle is the batter. He is 1 for 1 today. Got a base hit way back in the 3rd inning. He has walked twice. Yes, he did. There we go. I take that back. Sorry, Gonzalez walked. He scored a run, though. Here's the pitch to Derrickle. An 8-6-7. Oh, what's Hartenstein doing in there? I got the wrong guy. Sorry about that. Wrong pitcher. And swung on. That's a line up the middle. Just over the outstretched glove of the leaping catcher and into center field. Phil gets it quickly. Derrickle's on with a single. And they're going to see if they can get a runner across. Here it comes. Deep and up. There it is. Gonzalez being waved around. Scoring for second will be Gonzalez. The Philadelphia Phillies take a 6-3 lead. I'm making mistakes right and left here today, guys. I apologize, though I am enjoying the game. And due at the bat will be Cookie Rojas, who is 1 for 3. Runner is on first. He is being held. Rojas is at the plate. There is no out here in the top of the 8th inning. Here is the pitch. It's a 4-7-6. And Hartenstein checks, has the side. Coxon fires. Hard ground ball to shortstop. Nice stop by Kesher. Over to Beckert on a off-balance throw to Beckert. And over the first double play. It was a slick turn by Beckert. Kesher went on a nice off-balance throw. Was able to aim it exactly. And we have a 6-4-3 double play. Second one for the Cubbies this game. Due up the bat will be Tony Taylor. Great play by Beckett on a slick turn on the reflection. Off his reflex. And took the bat is Tony Taylor. He is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Got a base hit in the 6th inning and scored 2 runs. Here's the pitch. It is a 4-0-8. And Hartenstein's at the belt. Comes to the plate. Hard bounce to the right side. And he gloves it down on the second hop. Shelves it over to Hartenstein. He gets over to the cover of the bag. Races Taylor. And we have 3 down. Nice play by Banks. And at the end of 7.5 innings, it is the Philadelphia Phillies 6, the Chicago Cubs 3. Coming to bat is Glenn Beckert, Billy Williams, Ron Santos. Jim Bunning is on the mound here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So far, his line is 7 innings pitched, 3 runs, 8 hits, 7 strikeouts. He gave up that home run to Billy Williams in the 3rd inning. Glenn Beckert is on the mound. He is 0 for 2 today. He has struck out. And showing 0 for 2. God, I hope better than that. Here is the pitch. It's a 0-5-5. Here we go. And he struck him out looking for a fastball. And that is a strikeout on Beckert. That is 8 strikeouts. Coming to bat is Billy Williams. Yeah, that's why. Okay, there we go. Wrong way. Yeah, he's over 2. Now he's over 3. 3 straight strikeouts. Beckert Hessman does his 3rd strikeout for Beckert. Billy Williams is up. He is 1 for 3. Home run, 2 RBIs. God, I'm getting bad at my eyesight. Here is the pitch. It is a 3-7-8. And here's the pitch. Coming in. Ground ball over to short. Up there with it. And his glove makes it. He bobs it a little bit. He will have no play. Bobbled the ball. Couldn't get into his glove and threw it away off his own hand. Billy Williams is on first with an error on the shortstop. E6. Grote thought he had it. Went to flip it into his hand and it went over his hand. Dumb. Billy Williams is on first. He is batting as menacingly. Jim Bunning is basically just going, yeah, right. If you ever heard about Jim Bunning, he was known to use language while he was in Congress as a senator, and he would throw up the batters when they were doing the annual game. Here is the pitch to Ron Santo. 2-4-7. Bunning glances. Here's the pitch. And that's lifted high in the air. Shallow right field, but it is quite playable. Callison comes on in, makes the catch. Williams has no place to go. And Bunning just looks back at Banks, at Santos, and just looks at him going, yeah, I got your number. Due up the bat here is Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks is 1 for 3. He has scored a run. Bunning's on the mound here. Here's the pitch. A 4-0-8. That's heading out towards left field. He has the sign on a cock and fire. Swung on. That's a nice little fly ball. Just shallow out there. Briggs should get there in time as it hangs up. And he does that. Takes care of Banks. That is 3 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And as going to the top of the 9th inning, it is Philadelphia 6, the Chicago Cubs 3. Due up for the Philadelphia Phillies will be Jim Bunning, Johnny Briggs, and Dick Grote. Jim Bunning is 0 for 3 today. He has made contact with the ball twice and a poor bunt on one of them. Here's the pitch to Bunning by Hartenstein. It's a 5-3-8. And he rockets and fires sharply up the middle, but there's Beckett over behind second base, who snags it, makes the turn, fires over to Banks, and Bunning is out on a great fielding play by Beckett. We have 1 down in the top of the 9th. I need to ask all my baseball player friends a favor. Chuck Hartenstein is the pitcher for the Chicago Cubs. Is that the same Chuck Hartenstein who also became an announcer? Just asked that question. I think it is. Due up the bat is Johnny Briggs. He is 1 for 3 today. He has got a walk and scored a run. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-5-0. And here he comes. Swung on, and it's driven to the gap in right center field. Thomas is chasing it down. It's rolling back to the wall. Briggs is making the turn. Thomas fires it in, and Briggs slides into second base with a double. His 2nd hit of the game. And, of course, I believe it's the 2nd double, too. Coming up is Dick Grote. Dick Grote is 0 for 4 today. He has struck out twice and flown out. Here is the pitch. Or he struck out once. He has flown out, popped out the short, flew up the center, and grounded into a double play. Here is the pitch. A 6-2-0. Here it comes. Hartenstein cranks it up and hitting in the air towards Williams' left. He is there waiting for it to come down. Makes the play. Briggs is going nowhere. And Dick Grote got called 0 for 5 today. Due up the bat here is Dick Allen. He is 1 for 4. Home run, 2 RBIs. Scored 1 run. Struck out once. Grounded out twice. Here is the pitch to Dick Allen by Chuck Hartenstein. 0-2-0. And Allen waits. Hartenstein turns. And he strikes Allen out swinging. That ends the 9th inning for the Philadelphia Phillies. They strand Briggs on second. At the end of 8.5, it is Philadelphia 6, Chicago 3. Coming up to bat for the Chicago White Cubs will be Lee Thomas, Dick Bertel, and Adolfo Phillips. And if they get for the pass there. A pinch hitter will be coming in for Hartenstein. Lee Thomas is 2 for 2. Has an RBI. Here is the pitch to Thomas. It is a 6-9-6. Bunning is on the mound here in the bottom of the 9th inning, going for the complete game. Lined up to center. It won't fall in, but it's hit awful hard. And Gonzalez gets to Gonzalez as he runs in, makes the play. It hang up just enough for a line drive, and Thomas is out on the liner. Due up to bat will be Dick Patel, who is 0 for 3. He has struck out, grounded into a 3-4-3 double play, and hit a sacrifice. Got into a sacrifice, it looks like from here. Here is the pitch. A 5-2-1. And Bunning turns, he delivers, banged into shallow field, but is drifting over his Briggs, and he makes the catch for the out. 2 down, coming to bat is Adolfo Phillips, who is 1 for 3. Struck out, grounded out, and here's the pitch. 4-6-4. And Bunning cranks and fires, hit in the air. Briggs goes back, turn one way. Guy got twisted, but he's there and he makes the grab. This one goes to Philly. That is the ball game. Philadelphia and Jim Bunning with a complete game. Philadelphia 6-9-1. Chicago 3-8-0. Give me a sec, as I always say, and we will come back with the official stuff. Okay, player of the game. We've got a great play out there, as we've noticed that. Dick Allen, they want to say, is a player of the game, even though he went 1 for 5. First, I had to give it to Jenkins, the Stars, because Bunning got a complete game. The old scoreboard, like I said, I don't like it. Okay, because I can't really give you good analysis on it, though it does say Bunning throws a complete game here at the Chicago North Side. They got Dick Allen's player of the game. I do not agree. Philadelphia came up with a run in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth. Dick Allen had a home run. Multiple hitters were included Johnny Briggs, who went 2 for 4, including a double. He had a walk, and he also struck out. The Cubs pitching staff struck out 8 Phillies, walked 5, all by Jenkins. Darryl Ripple had 2 of them. He went 2 for 2, knocked in an RBI. Tony Taylor went 2 for 2. Dick Allen got the home run. Dick Grote got the lone error, and Philadelphia made 1 double play on a nice, brilliant 3-4-3 double play. They left 6 runners on base. Excuse me. You see, they got the error over here. And that is Philadelphia. Dick Grote went 0 for 5. This is, like I said, this was his last season in the major leagues. Started out brilliantly with the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the Cubs, they had 3 runs, 8 hits. The only multiple hitter was Lee Thomas. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI, and it hit a sacrifice fly for his lone RBI. So basically, if the one play he didn't get a hit, he got the run. Ernie Banks had a triple. 2 doubles were hit by Adolfo Phillips and the pitcher Fergie Jenkins, who scored a run himself. Ted Savage came in, did nothing for the pinch hitter. Ernie Banks had 1 for 4 with the triple. Billy Williams came in, made 1 for 4, had a home run, 2 RBIs, and that was pretty much it. Again, Phillips and Jenkins both had doubles. Banks had the triple. Williams had the home run. Glenn Beckert had a sacrifice hit, and Lee Thomas got the sacrifice fly. Chicago Cubs did perform 2 double plays. They left 5 runners on base. They did not take advantage. And our pitching account here, Fergie Jenkins pitched 7 innings, 5 runs on 6 hits, 1 double, 1 home run, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a wild pitch. Chuck Hartenstein came in, gave up 1 run on 3 hits. He gave up 2 doubles, by the way. That's how it came in, and he struck out 1. Jim Bunning came in, gave up 3 runs on 8 hits. Had 2 doubles, triple, and a home run, and he struck out 8. And that is what the scoreboard looks like. They still give me the play-by-play if you want to go that route there. I still have it. Don't need it. And I'm still allowed to export. That's what it looks like, guys, from here. Now, they changed their stuff. Sort of. You can draft teams, obviously you want to do it that way. Still edit the profiles, edit the ballparks, and edit the teams. Okay, you can still do that if you want to. Alright? In my case, I've done that before, so I've gotten all sorts of good stuff. There's the ballpark. I right there with its name. I can put it up here, Baltimore, Maryland. Not sure if it means anything. Okay. I can change all these still. Nothing much. I'm not sure what the PBB file is. I'll ask him what that is. Oh, play-by-play. They'll use the library, so that's what everybody will use here. Okay, and I like that. That's new, by the way, guys. That's new. They move my season overview. You can come over here, you can view the players, make the roster moves, whatever you want to do. Like this. This is Atlanta's. Like I said, I've got San Francisco. Dick Groat will eventually show up, by the way, over here in San Francisco. Right now, though, he's not active because he has not played yet. But they now put the players in both places. You just can't activate them. That's why you want to be careful in this game. I like it. It's not great. It's not bad. Gives me their season stats. And they didn't used to have it, but now you can. I can pick up the simulated stats if I want to. And I can even go career stats. If I go into the career mode. We can do that. Like Dick Groat here, see how he is? That's his career stat. But he didn't do that for San Francisco. He did it for Chicago. So that's what we got. I like that. And then I can bring the pictures in. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's St. Louis. Sorry about that. Take that back. Let's go back to San Francisco. There you go. Okay. These are not the pictures. I know that already. There's the pictures. All the way in the back. We've got some pictures in here, though. There you go. Okay. Gaylord Perry, 115-17. Ray Sadecki. Our boss guys. We've got the pictures in here, though. They're in here, so we're good. Okay. They put them in there, and now you can go back out and look at them. Juan Marichal had a terrible 67, 14-10. Mike McCormick was the man for the Giants back then. Okay. You go to the different leagues. I actually had to back these guys up, and I was able to move every one of them over, and nothing was changed. But here's what I'm impressed. See where it says new library? Not there. Sorry about that. Install the remote, restore the remote library. I can install a library. Check this out. There you go, guys. Every season. Almost. They don't have them all. So I asked the question, can I still download my own? It's like 92, 93. Okay, if I decide I want to go that route. What I want to do is I want the 73, 2, 3, and 4 seasons in here. But if I'm going to do a career mode, I'm going to start out in the 60s for my career mode. That's what I want. I got to get the 1960 season. And so when I got to download them, if they let me do that, I'm all set. That's the key. If I could do that, I could do it the old-fashioned way, and I think you still can. Okay? I think we still can. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. And from here, I just have to open up one of the leagues, any of them. Okay? Edit library options. I've got them all in here. They're still here. But I think when we go into here, we go into the, I think right here we can import players. Yes. And they've got them all. Take a look at this. Okay. I don't have the 2017 season, but Fernando Abad's in here. All right. They're all in here. There's their pitching for whatever year you want. You can do that. I can import players from layman or bait, but the trick is I want to do is I want to be able to edit it in as the other thing. And that's going to be what I need to look here. I can edit the schedules all 9 yards. But I want to be able to do it as its own library. And that's going to be the key. There's our organization. You can back up this library. And that's what I'm looking for to see what I can do here. But they've got all the libraries in there, so I'm all set. I can import transactions. Okay, but why, I'm not even going to bother. They're already there. All right? But that's what I can do. It's not bad. It's not great. They've still got some work to do. The reports are still... Oh, this is something even better. Check this out. This is 1978. I have every box score now saved automatically. And let me pick up this Boston-Chicago one here. 8-3 that they won. Okay. There you go. I have both. Bryce had 2 home runs that game. Okay. The only thing it doesn't have, like I said, what number is it for the season? The only way I can get to there, okay, is I have to go to the reports, pick up the team, again, 1978 Boston, go to batting, and there I am. They have the old style report here still, and still not keen on it. I can deal with it. All right, they've got everything in by age. I don't do age. Okay, I would, if I'm going to do anything, let's do the number of games played. Okay, and there's your regulars right there. That's why I did that. All right. Jim Rice so far this season that I have has 8 home runs, 24 RBIs. Okay. And if I look at the league reports, leaders, I go leaders in batting. I got league batting too, so I got everybody. All the teams. Again, it's the old style report. Not keen on the old style report. Leaders in my batting. All right. For the league, for the American League, and let me do that. Okay. Lou Whitaker leads in hitting. Again, here we're at May 1st, by the way, in 1978. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to try to see if I can get everybody else to catch up. I'll try. Don't guarantee it, okay? I may want to get back and play. Larry Heisel and Jim Rice are both tied with 8 home runs. The RBI leader, though, is Jim Rice at 24. Boston just beating the crap out of everybody. And that's pretty much going on. Oh, there's Jim Rice right here. 23 RBIs, okay? He's tied with Rusty Staub. Okay, which is good. But that's what this has done. They've got it partially right. Hopefully they've got a... they're going to do some upgrades as they go along. I hope they do. I would like to be able to bring in my own team still if I can do it. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do it. That's the one thing I really would like to be able to do. But that's pretty much what we got here. And that is digital. That is Digital Diamond. It's an excellent game. I like it, Beatles. I really do. Oh, good. So now, okay, so I can go in and pick up. So I guys just can I do it the old-fashioned way like I did before, Beat? Or do I have to go into one of the seasons that I have, or just go into a new season and pick up the library and download from there? Let me look. Open different library. I can install. I can bring in a new library. Right? I guess I can. Yeah. How do I do that? That's my question. New group. Because not all the teams are in here. That's why I was looking. Not all the years. Those are remote library. This is my backup, so I have to install a new one. Okay. Alright. Then I got to figure out. Let me cancel that. Let me look in here. So I got. Yes, I got my library backup, so I'll cancel that. And there's my stuff. Okay. So somewhere in here, I got to build a brand new library right there. Question is how to do it. That's my question. I do like it. It's got it still needs work. I think the stats need just a little bit more work. It plays nice. The play-by-play is fantastic. That's another one of a good game, though. I figured I'd go to 1967. Give you something with the pitchers. 6-3 Philly. Good game. I just got down to 5-2 Kansas City went over Cleveland, though, where McDowell actually ended up striking out 11, which was Sam McDowell. I've still got my 5 years. I am going to try to build up, though. I told Mark over Digital Diamond, I want to. That's why I got to get the 1960 season. I got to download that. So if you can send me notes on how you did that, okay? And how you did that in here, let me know. And email me. I'm usndp1@hotmail.com. Let me post that up for you, Beat. Because what I want to do, this is probably a lifetime project by the time I get done with it, okay? I want to run all the seasons from 1960 to 1969. So we'll get the full force. And what I want to do is I want to run the entire 10 years in career mode. That's how I want to do this. So they actually have to play their careers out. That's what I want. Oh, perfect. That's what we all need in Steam. It was. It's the best $13.59 I ever spent. Best upgrade I ever gotten, though. Now I'm waiting for Cyrus. I'm supposed to be upgrading MP3. And I looked at Eric was playing out of the pocket, and he was having troubles with this out of the park. It was real herky-jerky by my eyes, but that may be me. Anyway, Pete, I'll be on throughout the weekend. I think I'll play Digital Diamond for the weekend. If you guys can look. Oh, the one thing I noticed even more so, all my ballparks are clear. Much, much clearer. It's like they set up, they let my ballparks just set right up perfectly. So they're all much, much clearer. And we'll go with that because 1929 is going to be tough. But yeah, we'll play some more over the weekend. And Pete, I thank you, and I'll be looking forward to seeing your blog on Steam. I appreciate it very, very much. You see me on Steam because I play the Golf Club 2 on it comes off of Steam, and I'm waiting for their update to come on in. So, and I got one more tournament in TGC too. I gotta play the 4th round of one of my tournaments. Anyway, Pete, you take care. Anybody else who watched this game, again, comments are always welcome. Criticism is always wanted. Constructive criticism, please. Not. I've already blocked one person here who thought we all need to get a life. And thumbs ups are always good. Again, I thank you much. I may be back on a little bit. I got the Red Sox game on. We got a 0-0 tie going on. And Beatles, if I can figure out how to do this one, and I've asked them if I can get my own music in here, I have the Pirates opening day theme song ready to play for you. You take care.